Big up to that once more the early morning session. We not sit on Staten. Today we grab with smart for Staten. Good morning, big up to Africa. You know, well, we all smile and starts this morning well on a Thursday, almost a week deeper done. And if I make sure see the iron is stay warm. If a warm, tiggy one, I be promising you that. I say for 1 week it will be hot. Now fire! Now the fire will bring so. Anyway, one church with brother this morning, Mr. Gentle Kamar. Mohammed Gentle Kamar, good morning to you. I see me brother in dance, in style. I want duplicate him. I want copy him. Well, I don't know if it fits me. Dance. Fit on TT collect. And that's not what Gentle there about. Now, Fit on TT collection you think about. Big up to una. Fit on TT collection. Mr. Gentle, good morning to you, my brother. You know, good morning to you. Now we're just the Drentasmo. Today we get global warnings them. Not to the global warnings them what una to think of the war, but we get financial global warnings them and other lootings them. Etc. How they make the news. All you need for do now for sit down and brace up and listen. You go get her. It's unexpected. Now, I cannot impose too much of the content step. If I begin to announce what they can talk about, I will give you a heads up. You know? I want to make you just a guess. Task one for be predictable but unpredictable. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Guinea. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Nigeria, Senegal, Ivory Coast, the Mano River, etc. We can say it's all over globally. Now, when I boy again the servants, we can't first serve. You know? The real politicians say, but we're not going to be crooks. What we don't say, which for serve. We're not going to be crooks, but real politicians say for create a difference. You know? For create a difference. So far this morning, we'll get a few things there for church. Before I begin to align the topics there, I want to start for pinpoint another issue what the Americans them or the white man don't deal well inside Africa where it can to with traditions them, especially where it can to the woman them. For salon, for contextualize things in a salon, for the man them, we get different society groups them. Poro, Oje, Hunting, Bangbani, name it. You know? Other local one in you, the small one and the Pekito one. Then they, you know, then we get the woman and the main one what we know, we get the bundle them, you know, the bundle society. Well, una no say, the white man say, when they cut the females then, you know, them parts, you know, around the vagina or so, you know, in a call for, not to tradition. They say a sinful act. You know, they say go create infections. We young people and they do it for certain reasons. Now listen, for long I don't see the Africans, they're not fool. They do this bundle thing for certain reasons, not so just the society. The society involve, you know, the people them, the culture itself. This bundle society involve the people them, the culture itself, and the way how they want them picking for groom or raise up. They not say some things in the way belong per woman. You know, even we back, the man that will get to your name. Now this can trigger we feeling stuff. So the tradition or the society bundle, you know, I don't know what I think, but now be a concept will make more sense or will make sense. That if we cut 10 things there, maybe, we woman not going to feel too much or they hurt too much for go do man business. I hope you understand. You know? Some them go able to control themselves. Well, what's not the problem, can they? Some then say, well, while now they have this intercourse, they're not can feel much because they don't cut the most sensitive parts where gets feeling. Well, now, go we transfer this to the United States. Then take her and run with her. Well, you know, say, Africa man, when you need help, they go and complain outside. More the one where they try to go overseas. They will claim all kind claim, you know, for make sure they get their paper there for go overseas. So I be listening, and some of them claims they have face candy stock here. We make the United States or other great nations stand and say, well, let me try to eradicate this here in Africa. And they create, disaster. Then they take, the most important part for women they fulfill, their sexual appetites them. They don't remove them. So we need to stop this, ideology. Okay. Well, I'm not going to dispute much. Some things then there we go defend. We not go defend. If sense did it. Before all people that starts this, sense be did it. Now again, what people that maybe they complain or something say no one wants this society business or whatsoever. We understand the sense back where they did. And then they dispute the sense where they did. Now, what's I mean they try for point at? Gay people in South America, then transsexuals stay here. They say you for be 18, for let you get the right for go cut you private spot. For turn you to man or turn you to woman. Well, some content say what we post yesterday or day for yesterday. When I see say a 16 years old bobo, when I transsexual, rightfully they go cut in private penis, convert her to woman. Underage, not be 18, 16 years old. But the world not complain about this. Nobody not say nothing about this. They say it's normal to them. Now the thing don't become rampant. I just want to open una eyes them. What thinking wrong today, or what thinking right today can be wrong tomorrow. Or what thing can point by you say it wrong, then go do what's worse than that. Now this, they don't do to we. Point finger per we. But when you watch them keenly, then they do what's worse than we. Then they say the Africans do not get any sense. Now, who that do not get sense? Alimony in question. Somebody also post something, then they say, I forget the gentleman in name. But this didn't have me it up top. I want to give you quickly. He said, this thief man, go thief this person. Where you go thief this person? He kill first the person. And then he thief now the person in laptop, in iPod, then in money. Now the logic question is, now what's in the man first thief? If you're not going to answer me that, in within 10 seconds. I wait. And as time progresses, so the other one nigga for watch this episode, you're not give me an answer. What's in the man first thief? They kill a person, a thief in laptop, a thief in iPod, then a thief in money. Now what's in first thief? With logic, if you use logic, you go forget first the three things them what them point out say this person thief. The iPod, the laptop, and the money. Because the first thing what this person thief, now the person in life. Now we can talk of logic. So when you can go sit exam, not just think of what you sabi. Think of what it makes sense. Logic. Now, let me continue. 16 years old, them, they cut some private parts, them. 15 years old, them, they cut some private parts, them. They don't just allow the sickness to continue. And the way they disseminate me information, I got to take time. Because this thing is supported universally. And the way they go about again, my topic, if I not take time, most likely they're going to block my page. But if I care, they. As long as not perfect for me people there, we do the right thing, we will make sacrifices to them. But then cut off this to build back other one. But we'll talk what's in right. Now we continue on to the next. Mr. Gentle. We'll get global issues, then we'll pull this first out of the way, Now brace up, put on your seatbelt. Person message me again, he left me voice notes, comment. Also make a comment on the topic we're doing this day about Mr. Gentle. They try for defend Gentle. They say, Tasmo, I love you, Tasmo, but you need to go to investigate sometimes because what you talk so, not so true. Well, You try for defend Gentle, you end up for sell back Gentle to Tasmo. That make enough fine for Les Salomon defend you. Enough fine. For Les Salomon defend you, get a lawyer. Not allow the regular Salomon for defend you. Well, this man, with in voice notes, it make it clear for me that Partners begin Mr. Gentle a contract of $150 million. If that's correct, so what's in the person state? When I say government give you contracts of $150 million, not so you money. They give you contracts for achieve what's in government to make you achieve. Well, the way this man put a message at the end where he laugh, he said, Tasmo, if they give you $50,000 for do a project, young cut, how much you go get still? So that not show say, you know poor. They give you $50 million. They say go do something. You must pull it. What's in the think now? You must pull it $25 million, the balance you spend now for do what you actually for do. So that 25 left to me. So the man they try to tell me say, Gentle no poor, no poor. But we all know say, for more partners, there are chance inside salon. No poor. The chance they want me on daddy for don't make partners give me. But me on daddy be the pa big fool. When I tell him saying picking up smoke jamba, he say yes. Well, this all left handy. When I tell him saying picking a drink, he say yes. No left handy, no one change. Well, all the useless politicians they had they smoke and drink and they lie about them, profiles them. All what we hear about Gentle and other politicians the way they can inside salon, where they talk say I don't make $1 million overseas, I don't make $5 million overseas. All not lie for going inside politics. But sometimes when we get some big fool people there, anything what them pass them, then they forget say I need for build me own. I need for build me own. Then they forget, then go build other person own. Gentle, all long can eat some daddy table. But they like today now, then they make names so. You try your best for us all overseas. And one woman back message this message here. It said Gentle be they sell phones them, second-hand phones them. You know, overseas now Peckham. Now Peckham, maybe they sell second-hand phones them. But come on in there where they sell second-hand phones overseas. No one they make $1 million. No one they make $1 million. Someone they need for shuts down. Me man Jebo, Waf Click, if he gets a shop for Verizon, he back be the cell phones them. New and used. Better money not be the commodity. Equate. Jebo, you know what I talk of Waf Click. You know? Who use for good? I don't use for record. You know, I mean, my first studio I'll ever go first record. You know, then send it not supercomputer. You know, big thing there. So again, all man gets your own concept. Mr. Gentle na be a hustler. They sell second-hand phone name. A kind of salon with a different image. He markets himself. Well, maybe he can start small thing. Then, you know, all the politicians, they want kind to active. He markets himself. Then begin getting contracts them. You know, and make a name. Like today, so if me own daddy back, be allow partners for give me contracts. I don't make me name. But then give other people and picking them Boku contracts. Take they forsake in big boy picking where God for can succeed. If that makes sense. Logic. Logic. The big phone and pass smack power with the Sierra Leonean system. So Gentle will not blame you. If they say you thief, not to your fault. If they say you corrupt, not to your fault. You need to make way for yourself because salon now pull down syndrome now we get. And it's starting within the family. Maybe now somebody within the family don't put your you say you know for better pass nobody. And then some cranny also outside they go for some cranny for pull you. Now let me continue anyway. Now they talk say maybe if SLPP can give again Gentle another contract. Another $150 million contract. We just assume now. If they can't get another contract, it don't go a total of $300 million contract. Well, as this man will left give me message yesterday or day before yesterday, the person that can give contracts usually gets their own cut. So $300 million APC SLPP. Gentle, you know wherever lucky again. Pass no more now. Pass no more now. But if watching people in the States, you know, with the message what they get, You don't ever lucky again. Also, they say even doing partners in time, Mr. Gento be they sell what we call granite stone stem. Then give them facility, then give them contract. They say if you get quarries them, about 2-3 different quarry them. They hire about 1,000 people there. Then quarry there now for manufacture them granite stone stem. If they send them different places them, whether they're internal or external. Where the market send things there. All of them puts money in a Gento in pockets. Based on politics. You know? Then we want people that wouldn't get a chance, then they put some picking before. But partners in prioritize in Brother Tego. Other ministers there or what is left, then they prioritize them picking in Tego. If Donald Trump become what he become today, I don't repeat this before. In Grandpapa start, in Papa continue, a pass and give him picking him. And don't say, oh, they want that they drink, or that they don't make their lucky, or they like human business, or they like enjoyment. So we're not going to invest in them. But the normal Solomon, we don't know how they continue. I get so many pains there inside my heart, I don't wonder how they able to survive every day. You know? And for they far by now. Far by now. But it don't really affect me soul and my life. But when I continue, you know, what Yala Mac Fola do, now they do subak. You know? One day, it go late, but it not go fail. It go late, but it not go fail. We now know they continue, yeah? So, again, they quarry business there, they 150 million, you know, contracts there. You know, not a blessing in disguise. Now we move on to the next. Malaysia. Now talk small about Malaysia. Problem now take place inside Malaysia and China. But me, I want to give respect to the Chinese still. What thing we not value, then value them. What thing we did to it, then they take them and try to reuse them. Now that's the Chinese mission. You know, for make sure say then become the world leader or the #1 world leader. They can for compete with America. They don't back away from that too. Other countries then they shy from that. Russia say we will go compete with Tuna. China say we will go compete with Tuna. Because if we left Tuna soon no more, we all don't become puppets under NATO. Now this some of you don't understand it today. Now inside Malaysia, they seize a Chinese ship or a vessel suspected of looting World War II wrecks them. What do you mean by that? Well, boats them, ships them, what the bitches them be on. You know, during World War I and World War II. Well, while them they fetch Japan as well. Not all the boats then return. Some boats then sink them. Then bombard them. Some boats then went on the underwater for decades. Oh, the American man thinks they're not valuable again. The British man thinks they're not valuable again. Then just they create new substance there. Well, so the Chinese, all thing valuable. Then they recycle all thing. So now that they go down the oceans there or the seas there, outside them vessels they are there, try to abstract them parts there, then wrecks there. You know? So inside Malaysia, then detain a ship. They say tons of metal stem, you know, artillery shell stem inside this ship here. You know, on board a Chinese, you know, registered vessel. Now that they do small investigation, whether they really go there for go loot. You know, and the issue now, then the nation in Coast Guard for able to detect their ships there before they come for can dock. But they're not notice say they faint slate. They can faint slate. Say they are open, the Chinese man they don't get together. They don't get together. They don't get one waste time there. Same thing with fishing. The Chinese man they go and fish outside. They hustle. Now hustlers them. Right now the competition also now space. Would our force go able to go discover the minerals so within a space where the Chinese man they don't tell back for this. Because then things say, money there. Well, you go for spend money for go there, then that money the way you go pull it, you go for can sell them back for make them. I don't know if it makes sense enough. Why make I go spend trillions and trillions of dollars them just for go space, for go take something, then when I come back, I go for can find way for make me money. Profits did it. Profits did it. But the American man in the tower pass the Chinese man, the Russians are also the part tower, but this race here, pass the Chinese man, now race so, now race. But now let me continue. Things will not make sense. Let me continue. So the police are also there to investigate what's in this Chinese shipyard they do on the water or the sea area. But not to the first Chinese. In 2017, they be detained Chinese man in ship also. They detain them, question them, they sanctions them, they fine them, they pay the fine, they left the ship for go. They say what the ship left back for go. They go and stop back in a different area there for go and loot. Then they give up. You go harass them, you go detain them, then pay the fine, they continue for migrate, they stop back on that side for go and loot. They need them parts here for create what they need for create. This step here, so what the Chinese man they take, will be the hope say that the Africans for what they take. For be inventive. All them small chips, then where you see where they have cell phone, your iPod, your laptop, anything we deal with technology, plane, anything. And the Chinese man they make them. The American man then go teach them. The American man then go create factories for use the Chinese man inside China as workforce. Then say, okay, we not pay with cheap no more. We go labor. But this labor or the labor, it's not going to be for nothing. Because we go learn from una, we go take the knowledge, and we go evict una, then we go start with you. And that's the Chinese man do. Then be at the land. Then get rid of America. If the Africans are able to do that, they, no nation no go there for we. If Africa are able to do that, they, America on net to not go to talk about again. They go back inside and share. But when they see things in the West, so back, we say it's not valuable again. But to the Chinese man, it's valuable. Oh, now let me continue. So Malaysia and China, they get small disputes. Another one over touch quick. Before we get to the main topic, Uganda, the students there, the youth man don't take the streets yesterday. Don't take the streets yesterday. I know that's my sister, Jen Sise. I know say Salon they sleep today. Salon or Africa they sleep, I know that. But they go help with. Uganda, the students and the youths there, don't go on a line, don't go on the streets yesterday. They protest against Joe Biden and threats them. Or America and threats them. The youth managers of Uganda or the students there, they say no not care about their sanctions they are. Their sanctions they are what Joe Biden want force for them for this anti-gay law business. Now that the students say they come out girl, not to parliamentary members them. Now the students them. They say no not care anymore about this gay pro fund. Because all the money what them be they give inside Uganda for our system now based on gay pro funds them. So now the students they say, we don't want to get this money. We don't want nothing again. We don't want nothing again. We don't take on a gay business. Big up to that. Big up to that. Wisdom and power. Education and power. Communication and power. As long as we the Africans that we're able to communicate to for sensitize ourselves, now power. They're not able to be full again. So now I make TAS mostly in calling now power. Because what they do so, we get Baku Sierra Leonean system, but they know they do what they do so. Are unique in what they do so. Now the power of Allah. Now I make a cancer alone. Now power for alleviating struggles there. Well, now we continue. Big up to the Ugandan youths them, or the students them. Big up to that. Big up to that. Before take time talk, but we'll talk the truth. We take time talk, but we'll talk the truth. Anyway, Very important ceiling. I mean, what's a ceiling topic? Pardon me, this don't sweet me. Don't say, you know. The debt ceiling crisis inside America, and we can tackle now. Some of you now don't hear this in the media yesterday, because it be active yesterday, very active yesterday, not the news. But some not able to pick them up quickly and understand them. And me want to make you understand them immediately. Immediately, they reinforce them. You know, and other things they will not understand. Where God can cause problem in America. Una tax system can go up. And God can rise to a maximum. You pay check, you're not going to see much again. Believe me what you talk to. This debt ceiling crisis inside America, well, let me just say, the American money, them back now will pay them debt too. They get debts all around the world. The number one greatest nation in the world not able to pay them debt. Starting this coming Thursday, where they cancel, now the due dates really starts for them. Starting this Thursday where they cancel, if they're not able to pay them debts them, they don't late. They way always can first say for pay on time. For pay on time, for do things on time. If for show up on time, if for be on time. Well, you know, them back don't begin to slack on side. But I go tell you now, say, they're not fool. They're not fool, they're not fool, they're not fool. Now let me continue. You know, they say, like quotes now, one word, we'll have to remember, based on this debt ceiling crisis. They say now an effective tool for extracting, you know, leverage or leverages. Now a major quotation we're not going to hear it soon at the media. But you don't hear it from Tasmo. Now an effective tool for extracting leverage. A major tool, something where they use for extracting, for take, for pull, and create leverage. Leverage. Okay. We can pull the give. We can donate the give. But all over they pull the give, we also they borrow from una. Leverage. Leverage. Donald Trump instates this about them Mexican countries them. Whatever one deport certain, you know, MS-13 members them inside Mexico, the president and no accepts the members there. Donald Trump say that money what they give them every year, no stop forgive them. So what can the presidents do? They call Donald Trump, he say una face them can we'll take them. It creates what we call leverage. And the same leverage they take place too. No fool, no fool. So we're going to donate, we're going to offer, we're going to help, we're going to make bilateral ties or multilateral ties them. But at the end of the day, we're not going to stop also for borrow from una. Even when it comes to una people there, the workforce, we go borrow from una. Right now, they did another campaign for make sure say then get at least, you know, 50,000 plus more, you know, people there. And not going to be immediately for going to the overseas for go work. Because the American man not going to able to work for pay tax, for me they able to get what they need for get, for pay then debts them. So they need a new workforce for go inside America, for go work, pay them taxes there, so they're able to clear them debts them. But let me continue. Let me continue. And if them people are not start for paying debts them, it will create a disaster globally. Now a terrible disaster globally. But it not going to affect America. It only going to affect the countries then what America gets for pay. For example, if they get for pay salon, no able pay salon, what do you think say go mona? It not go mona the Americans say go. Now salon you go mona. Because now we don't pull heavy money, we don't loan them. What tell which for pay we back? Then go say, let we exercise patience. Well, we will continue for exercise patience till something go there what we need. What I make man go say, what we go offer? Well, then goes, well, now that's go counter the debts then, we then get with other countries there. Now, one day you go there in need, or you need security, the American man say, oh, we will offer you security. But this security we will offer you, you get for pay we. Because all this security American man they offer, not to free. Not to free. Any country who say they go put some base for secure, not to free. It's just like election term. If they send certain troops in for can observe we election, for make sure say it go peaceful, I make let you know say enough free. Salon they pay them. Salon they pay them, tell them go. Will they pay them equivalent to $1 for security no more? Tell them go. So we always remember that. Now, Joe Biden, they try for talk to Congress for me they lift up this, what's it called, the debt ceiling. What's that debt ceiling again? Debt ceiling, now when you don't put an amount, a fixed amount, you say we're not going to cross this amount here for loan debt or for take debt. If we don't put 50 million, saying I will limit this, we're not going to cross 50 million. Well, now, the Americans, they don't cross past 50, I want to say 50. 31 million, trillion, excuse me. $31 trillion now be the limit. They don't pass them. They don't go to 31.4 trillion, what they don't overspend. $31.4 trillion, what they don't overspend. So now they need this debt ceiling for increase from 31 to maybe 40 trillion or maybe 50 trillion. But for this increase, they need for talk to Congress. You know, say Congress, now in Parliament inside America. So now we get the well of Parliament. America, they get Congress. Well, inside Congress, there's a major debate with the Republicans and Democrats. Well, right now, the Democrats are in power. So for let this debt ceiling for go up, you need both sides them for agree. Republicans them and Democrats. If them two sides they are not agree, it not go work. It not go work. It's not go work for Biden. So far the Republicans have said no. They're still a thinker. They're still a thinker. They say we're not going to increase this debt ceiling here for nothing. They say the best option, when I listen to this too, now they begin to compare themselves to other countries there. They say the best option, now we begin to increase tax. Now we start for spend less. Then if you can't pack them, now we continue again for borrow from other countries there. But still not increase this debt ceiling. I don't know everything in your Congress. If it make any sense. You know? Low increase tax. I can understand that. Let we cut we expenditures them and spend less. I can understand that. But also the big full size and count to back. Well, with third option, we still need for take debt. Because maybe what's me they think, no matter how much tax they increase, they're not able to solve or fix the debt, gap we then gets for pay. So now we start this topic by saying, we already currently in America, and the DEPA creates a new workforce for go. Now, we get for experience this heavy burden we can to tax, based on then debts there, the Americans they owe to international committees them. We're not able to pay up to now. And they even owe China. They owe China also. We're not able to pay them up to now. So when I go to think, then things stay. Now that's what they talk of, the debt ceiling. And no one time for increase. Because if we increase, the Americans then go spend back again. They're not afraid for spend. Will be the talk of inflation in this day, I would say happen with Germany, Venezuela. Well, they learn from that. Now they're not the print money. They're not the print money. The Americans are not the print money. Then go stop for print money. But then go find way for get money. And what's not the way for get money? Well, Africa na the only way. Africa na the Chinese money way for become what's in the paper become so. Today they will become the world first power. I mean the world greatest power. You know? Because we minerals then and the Chinese money the paper benefits from. Same thing with the Americans them. Raymond and then just now, they will come back for exploit. We say they able to find minerals and gold. Because one thing you know, what in and gets right now, we store for security purposes them. The other minerals them, the gold them, what they get, they're not going to sell them to the world. They say reserve make Americans strong. Then gets money, then gets money, then they get debt. Now I make them understand this. Not for someone say them man they get debt, them broke. Some man they get beaucoup debts them, but you're not broke. Now I make them understand this logic. They get beaucoup debts them for pay, but you're not broke. Ain't get money, but you just not paying debts them. When at the same concept, the American money they get money. They get things them where they can able to sell to the world for cover their debts them, but they not go sell them. Because they don't say gold, na money. They get oil reserves them, when na money, they don't go sell them. For emergency, for reserve, for their own purpose. We don't need for go to think them things. And I make a quote just now, now an effective tool for extracting leverage or leverages them. The American man not stupid. But we the Africans, they pass stupidity today. They pass serious stupidity. With stupidity pass smack. Two pass smack. You know? Two pass smack. Anyway, so we hope say maybe the Republicans or Democrats then go able to see or align, you know, the right side and do something meaningful. What this not going to affect the people at large, especially the workforce, the foreigners them, because them back get responsibilities them for help them people them, so them people in there. Then you'll be say all what's in there to go work and for just pay bills and tax. And that will be meaningful to them. You know? So now we're going to consider some of the things there. And the 1st of June, well, I'll be saying next Thursday, but this Thursday, now today now they do that. Today they now they do that. If they're not paid by today, some of them debts there, you know, they don't let. Let's come ask them. You know? Dumb say, yeah. Return TT collect. Big up to you, Mr. Gentle. You can put smile on my face. Now we're not continue. We're not done it. We will wrap up, but we're not done it. We're almost done. Inside Russia, another thing on the tiggy again. Moscow don't get an attack. The city inside the main capital city, Moscow, Russia, Moscow. The oil refinery. Well, drones say don't go bombard this area. Drones say don't go bombard this area. Ukraine say no to them. America say we're not going to support any attack inside Russia or Moscow. But Moscow say now NATO and Ukraine and they go bombard this oil refinery area inside Moscow. You know, Russia. Now the war don't go inside Moscow. And they probably like small. But for like you know, say the American man is so hypocrite. After this attack, Ukraine deny. The American man then said they don't get any wish for let any attack take place inside Russia. When I believe that, I'd action again, when I believe that, a fearful, yeah. Another thing to worry about, you know, more exploitation inside America. Well, they talk of tax, not to tax no more, they can beat una power. Other means in there, for get una money there, they una go work for nothing. Now some of them things they make today, Tasmus, you don't say, you don't sue. You know, like myself, I'm going to express the opportunity. But now some of them things they are, where they put policies them, will affect Tasmus today sue. Now like hits another pointer. Quick one inside the US. If you're not person the way they drink, begin left you bad habit, want them, if you get sense. If neighbor left you bad habit, come out inside America immediately. If you get sense. Now repeat this again. If you not pass away the drink, now the time this for beginning to pack up and come out. If you're not able to stop your habit. Because when I know saying at one place that they play with DWI, driving while intoxicated, or DUI, you know, no become intoxicated, they catch you, the law will damage you. Now, let me continue. Before we continue, Congress don't pass a law now, a mandatory. Every driver, now not care if you cause a crime or you not cause a crime. If policeman want breathalyze you or want breath test you, you for take that test. A mandatory. 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 Now I'm not going to say again this is a discriminatory, event or a act or a racist or whatsoever. Not a mandatory to all. Now law. One policeman suspects or just want pull you over, just want breathalyze or do a test, or then put checkpoints in for test. The moment they find small alcohol by you, you go to jail. You go lose your opportunities then. Mandatory. So inside the state, almost we can say 90 to 99% all man they drink. Now this they don't victimize you. Because you mistake drink, you sit down inside a vehicle, or they pass, then catch you, it done for you. Now I'll show you now what's more tough. Maybe what I tell you, so you go say, Charles Mo, this is not too tough it. Well, that's what's tough. By 2026, the DEPA make now more to cut them. Congress don't pass a law. By 2026, all the motorcars now wait for the inside the US. If forget a automated system or it's some type of a technology where it be for say if the driver where they drive this motor car, not they drive fine, the technology go take control of the vehicle. The technology also they detect if you drunk or not. The technology they detect whether or not you drunk or you high or you don't have the influence. The technology they detect all them things there. And then what's there then for come out by 2026. And if for rampant inside America. So if you go mistake, go buy them what's there and alone now, what Congress don't put. You go somewhere, you go to drink, then you want to drive, then you mistake the swag small. Well, the motorcar where them belong, it go sense this person, it don't have the influence, automatically policeman will go respond. They will go pull you over. If you don't want to stop save the vehicle, the way they make the motorcar, it go drive for itself, it go stop by itself. You're not able to go no side. Say policeman can't get you into custody. All this not to freedom. They say America is the most free country. But it's not a lie. One freedom you don't get. You pay heavily for your freedom. You make small mistake and heavy cost. Why make it for make them out there? It makes sense because they need for turn you to a criminal. They need for pull your money in your pocket. More you back when a foreigner. Where you go down go labor, say you mistake go blunder small. Well, excuse not the way you cancel the law. Excuse not the way you cancel the law. So we don't need for go to think them things there. If you're not a habitual drinker, you dey drink, begin to limit or begin to cut off, or make sure the way you drink, you stay at home. Because the moment where you sit down inside a vehicle, starting 2026, now problem. And currently, any checkpoints where you see, if you get sense, bus AU wants him. Bus AU. If not bus AU, you go make them breathalyze you. Well, you don't. Me, they don't do it to me. I take 1 pint beer. I'm not be even drunk. 1 pint beer, one of the most lightest beer. I not even drink safe. I come out to my cousin at Woodbridge, Del City. I come out to Del City. They drive now for catch 395 for go back now Alexandria. Inside Woodbridge and pull me over. They don't breathalyze me first. I said no. I said I drink or I said I'm not too drunk. You go smell and pa me, but I'm not drunk. And I be the drive accurately. Well, then give me all kinds of tests, the physical testing for walk at the line, for smart put 1 foot. I pass all landing. The woman and the other man, the white police, then not be contempt or satisfied enough. What did they do? Then book me, then can me go now the closest hospital where they na Wood Bridge. Then they go take me blood sample. All land it be illegal because I not be know me right. If I be know me right, I not be allow them to do that. But they go do a blood sample, then go see say alcohol be there inside the system. You don't test me, I pass. If I don't left me, go. But just because they be one wicked me, then can me go now hospital, they go do a blood test. Then they tell me, say, then threaten me, say, if you not comply, now against the law. Then tell them they, now a black man. And not to know the law. But now the law don't change so much that if policeman see you in public, if you not cause any crime, they can't ask you for your information or your name. You not get any rights for game. Unless if that policeman gets a order or a warrant for detain or arrest you. If there's a crime. If there's no crime, they don't get any rights again for detain you. Or even ask you for your name. Where all them things stay in those days, Charles will not be know. In those days, they take advantage per we. When them pull me over, then say automatically we forget them with driver's license. We forget them with name. We forget them with information. And at times when you do that, you don't set yourself up. But all when you not commit, maybe you get small record. Just because you get small record, then they book you and here you go. So try for know the law while you there inside the United States or the EU. May not take advantage by you. I mean, other advice this morning. Know the law. And the law will be able to secure you. But if you don't know the law, then big for more money, I go care you go. Okay you go. But anyway, now the news this we get for this morning. Now the boy again Charles mostly is the servant, aka Rebecca, the face of the people, the face of Salon, and the face of the green, white, and blue. We go always serve and we can't for serve. The real servants, Big up to you. I hope so I enjoy this episode. We're not still blessed. Anything come up again, we go hit and give now. We'll get tomorrow on a Friday. We need to finish this week here hot one. And we're not going to be flexible. Tomorrow, another banger go inside. Best believe. So now stay blessed once more.